Hello everybody and welcome to a cult guide. Today we're going to be talking about how to play cult, all the items, well not all of them, but most of the items you can use, and some good methods on how to do a successful cult. As you can see around here, I have quite a few things laid out to present. First thing though is when you start your round, you're going to start with a tome and this piece of paper that is a supply tome. These are very important because without this book, you cannot write any runes, scribe runes. So, the hardest thing you're going to have to do with the cult is find a good place to make a base. I picked this place because it was very open and it's big enough to show everything. But main issue you're going to have with cult is finding a good place to make it, because any place in maintenance might be found by some interesting looking civilians or security officers. So I'd say the hardest part of cult is making a base that lasts. But if you ever, once you do manage to make a base, you're able to use all these things, I guess. But the first thing, well, not the first thing, one of the things you're going to be also using is communion up here. So you're going to click on this little message box. This is a private cult channel, and you can just say, hello, everybody. And it whispers it. So if you're standing next to someone and you write this, they will see that you whispered something really weird. They're like, hello? But unfortunately, since I'm on a test server right now, there's no other cult that are people, like players with me, so I'll see how much I can do with just myself. But yes, so you're going to be using commune to talk to your fellow cult mates, give specific information, make bases. So yeah, communion's a very interesting thing to use. Another thing you're going to have to start using is the supply talisman. This thing can help if you lose your tome. You can summon it with this. Rune metal you can also summon. These ones aren't really that great. It's kind of useless if you want to do all this stuff, but these soul stones are very interesting because if you kill someone and use a, let's see here, do this, make some metal. Okay, that I just used my supply stone. It has 3 uses, so each one of those costs 1. But if you kill someone and you tap this shard on them, it will absorb their soul, and you can put it into a shell and it will become a specific unit that you would like. There's 3 different ones. There's one that can teleport and do some damage but it's pretty weak. The other one's a builder, and the third one's a tank. So I'm not sure if I can really go into depth with that with just myself, but we'll see later. But yeah, so here's your book, your Arcane Tome. This is going to be the main thing for you and your cult, is to scribe runes. So if you ever have any issues with what the heck these runes do, you can just scroll down and read about them. But I'm just going to go through every regular rune I can. So here is a rune called the Right of Binding, and this one can turn paper. You throw the paper on it, and you click on the rune when you're standing on top of it, or I believe you can stand 1 tile away. Yep. And you can have make all these different talismans. These ones on the left here that I created already. So you just click on the one you want to pick, and it takes some time to make it. Also, when you're scribing a rune, let's just say this one, it's a teleport rune. So if you want to, you have to have more than 1 teleport rune to get to it, unless you have the Talisman of Teleport, sorry. But let's just put down teleport here. And it does take a little bit to make the rune, so you can't do it immediately. And then right here you got your teleport rune, and I've already made 2 teleports, but if you stand on top of it and click the one where you want to go to, it teleports you to it. And everything on top of it. It does deal a little bit of damage, but not that much. Okay, here's the second rune. It is, well, the teleport one I already showed you guys, but yeah. I need to heal myself here because I'm bleeding a little bit. It's getting all over the runes. Oh, I don't have healing. Oh well. So here's the third one. This is the Right of Enlightenment. This is a very important rune as well, because in order to get more cultists, you'll need to drag a unsuspecting assistant or whoever onto the rune. But you'll need more than 2 people. And right there, I just clicked on the rune. There was 2 of us, and it converted our helpful assistant into now a cultic member. And every time you convert someone, it will also spawn an Arcane Tome for them to use. So, here's our 4th rune. This is the Right of Resurrection. So, it says requires 2 corpses, 1 on the rune and 1 adjacent. So, if you ever want to put a dead cultist onto the rune and you have another dead person that you killed or something in retaliation, you can resurrect them. So let's see if I can... I'll talk about these in a second, but... So let's kill this guy. Or girl. She's dead. Kill our new cultist as well. Let's see what happens. Hey! And she's back. Full health. Wow. So if you ever want to resurrect someone, you just have to drag them on the adjacent tile around it, and your dead person on there, and click on it. Here we go, the Right to Disruption. So if I just click on it, an EMP occurs and uses... Uh-oh. My tomes! Oh, now they're all messed up. But... but, I'll get to those in a second. But it uses up the runes, so that's kind of an issue. But it's pretty useful. As you can see, that was a pretty wide radius just for one person, so... This one, you can go into ghost form. Fly around. My tomes. And whatever you want to do, you just have to re-enter your corpse in the ghost tab up here. And let's see what this tome is. This is the Right of Joined Souls, so you can summon a cultist. You can summon... well, we all have the same name, but yeah. So let me summon that one. And, yeah. So I'm going to heal myself here. But, so yeah, that's very good, the teleport rune. So if you have a cultist that is captured by security and you know, you can go together with another cultist and teleport them to you. So that's very helpful if when your other cultist gets captured. This one is a very interesting rune. It's called the Right of the Corporeal Shield. If you click on it, it creates a wall. You cannot go through this wall. Not even cultists. And in order to remove it, you just click on it again. You can go through it. Almost done with the runes here. This is Drain Life. So if you put someone on the rune, it sucks their energy to you and heals you to full health. And here is another interesting rune. It's called the Right of the Spectral Manifestation. So if you click on it and you're standing on top of it, you will summon spirits or people observing the round to your tile, and they'll become ghosts, ghost cultists, and they'll spawn, and they'll have like a little shady appearance, as well as a sword, and I believe a book as well. I'm not sure, but they have like a sword. And as long as you stand on this rune, they can run around, but they take a damage for each time they summon. So be careful when you're using it. You don't want to have too many. Okay, that's all the runes. There's another rune though. Actually, it's the summon rune, but you have to remember which one to use, so. Oh, okay, that's why I didn't do it, because it usually requests you to go to a specific spot in order to summon your god or whatever, so you have to go to that area and do it. But it's the same thing as making any other room. It just takes a lot longer, and it deals a lot of damage when you create it. So let's go through some talismans. I'm gonna take these. No? Okay, there you go. So we're going to go through a few talismans here. These are pieces of paper I created with this rune right here, the Right of Binding. This one first here is Talisman of Disguising. So if you put this on a rune right here, becomes a, if you examine it as not as a cultist, it'll examine and say it's like something drawn in crayon. So that's very good in disguising your runes, because if security sees rune drawn in blood, they're gonna be like, what the heck? I think we got a cult here, guys. And this one also completely hides runes. Just totally deleted all those. And then if you click on it again, it re-shows them. This is the Tome Summoning. This will spawn a Arcane Tome for you. Here is the Talisman of Stunning. If you click on someone that is not the cult, this is a very good, I guess you can also use it on the cult, but if you want to capture someone in order to convert them, just click on them with the Tome of Stunning, and it'll stun them like that. And then you can also combo it with the, let's see if I can find it, shackling. And you click on them with the paper, and it actually creates cult shackles, so that's kind of nice. And then you just drag them to your Right of Enlightenment rune, and you can convert them with another person. This is the same as the other one in EMP. Pretty basic right there. This one's nice because you can also, let's see here. You click on it, and it creates a sword and a runed bola. Bolas work by throwing it at someone, knocks them over, and creates them, makes a slow debuff for them. So they can't run, they have to walk. This is also pretty useful. It's a Tome of Teleportation, so I can just teleport to one of the rooms. This one's interesting because if you hit someone with it, it creates hallucinations, and they have all the interesting things that come with it. So they'll fall over or see different people or corgis as humans. That's weird, but yeah. And here is the big one, the Talisman of Construction. So if you use this on plat steel, it creates runed metal. And if you use it on metal, it creates shells. So runed metal is useful because you can create these three things right here, as well as all this stuff, but that's not very important. But you have archives, which can create a supply talisman, shuttle curse, or veil shifter. The supply talisman is the same thing I use at the beginning of the video. But so you can choose between Veil Shifter or Shuttle Curse. The Veil Shifter gives you a small teleport area, so if you use it, it'll teleport you a few blocks, I guess. Let's see here. Let's make another one. Oh dear. Okay, that's fixed. Okay, and another thing you can create with an archive is the Shuttle Curse. And if the shuttle gets called, you can use this and it'll delay the time for it to be created, to get to the station, sorry. And then the altar, you can create a variety of things. The Cultist dagger is this thing right here, the sacrificial dagger. It's a damage item, but I think it also has a chance to kill randomly. But I don't know if that was removed. Flask of Unholy Water gives you... Well, let's just take it out, don't we? I think it gives you... It's kind of like a adrenaline kind of thing. Gets you back up. Heals you. Those kind of things. And let's make another one of those altars. Zealot's Blindfold is what I'm wearing right now. It gives you light in the dark. Eldritch Whetstone sharpens, just like any whetstone, it sharpens your weapons. And yeah, that's just about everything for the altar there. Forge, you can create 3 different types of robes. The shielded robe gives you a bit more protection if you're getting hit by something. I think it protects a few times. I don't know how many times it protects, maybe 1 or 2. Not really good, because if they have disablers, they can just get you. And then there's also the spacesuit cultist, space cultist suit, and that allows you to go through space. And this is the one I'm wearing right now. Is called the Flagellant robe. It makes you move a lot faster, but you also take more damage. So it's a trade-off. And there's one more construction you can make. It's called the Pylon. It's just rune door, rune girder, the same things, but as any metal. This Pylon creates engraved floors as well as heals all cultists in the surrounding area, including constructs and ghosts. Ghost cultists. So this is very useful if you're making a base because it heals everyone inside it. There's also one thing you can use with these empty shells is make an artificier, and they make pylons, walls, as well as soulstones, so they're pretty useful. I'm not sure if this is going to work, if I can put a non-player in here, but we'll see. No. But maybe I'll try this one. Well, anyways, you kill them, tap it on here, and then you put your soulstone in the empty shell. Let's see if I can spawn it, actually. Soulstone full. Oh, these don't have souls in them, though. Try one more time. Artificier. It's a wall. See here. Nope, doesn't look like it, but there's 3 different types. If I had more people on here, I'd be able to show you guys, but yeah. So few tips I can give about where to create cult bases. I would suggest anywhere in the space ruins on the map. There's a few of them. There's the DJ station. There's the abandoned drug lab, and they all give pretty good space for a little cult base. Also, engineering satellite station is pretty good. It's the one that the engineering shuttle uses. Mining station's pretty good, I guess, but a lot of these places you have to have internals or air canisters to fill the area so your fellow cultists won't die. So, yep, that's just about it for cult. Just don't go murder boring everyone with your swords. And try to get your cultists into your objectives. I don't have any objectives because I'm a spawned cult, so I don't. But you're usually going to get either convert a specific amount of people, spread a certain amount of blood on the station, as well as assassinate a security officer or security staff. So I just say keep it together, stay close, don't get caught. And happy culting, I guess. Hopefully this was a little bit helpful. I'm not sure if there's anything else you'd like to know about cult that I did not answer. Please comment below. And thanks for watching.